Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation. I am Didem and today I will talk about Ode on Aggression Earned by John Keats. And my main topics are romantic features and negative capabilities on this poem. So here's my content. As you can see, first we will talk about background information and romantic periods and the literary significance of this poem. And my main topics, romantic features and negative capabilities. Lastly, you can see the informations in the resources that I gathered for this presentation. So, Ode on Aggression Urn is one of the greatest odes that John Keats composed in 1890. His poetry is known for its vivid imagery and great sentimental appeal. John Keats wrote sonnets, odes, and epics. His greatest works are Lamia, The Eve of St. Agnes, the greatest odes, which are On Indolence, On Aggression Urn, To Psyche, To a Nightingale, On Melancholy, and To Autumn. And there are two unfinished versions of an epic on Hyperion. Besides, he is an English romantic poet, so we can say that his works include some features from romantic periods. So let's talk about romantic periods, and there is a picture of John Keats. We can also call romantic period as romanticism or romantic era. It's a literary movement that originated in Europe at the end of the 18th century. It generally emphasizes the glorification of nature, awareness and acceptance of emotions, um, celebration of artistic creativity and imagination, emphasis on aesthetic beauty, themes of solitude, spiritual and supernatural elements, vivid sensory descriptions, use of personification, and focus on the self and autobiography. So, why is this poem so important? Because, first, it explores an idea that beautiful art exceeds the time and reality. Uh, and it also brings up a question about art and its effects on human spirits. Although art is permanent, like the eternity concept, it can deceive people. Another importance of this literary work is that the narrative shuts out beauty is truth, truth, beauty, as if the speaker addressing the readers and all humanity. John Keats reflected some romantic features and negative capabilities on this work that I will discuss them now. First, romantic features. In this poem, it examines the close relationship between art, beauty, and truth. The poem itself is a romantic poem, and John Keats talks about an urn and images on it. So let's look at romantic features. In the second stanza, the speaker talks about the music. The speaker loves the music but says that the music cannot be heard like that on the urn is more lively. He says that there is a piper sitting on the trees on the urn. So the piper is frozen because he is just an image on the urn, and the music comes from the pipe is the music that cannot be heard. The pipe has a symbolic meaning beyond being a musical instrument. Generally, the pipe that symbolizes love, lovers, nature, happiness, longing, or beauty. and the music comes from the pipe, comforts the listeners. So we can say that this is a romantic feature in this ode. The pipe is a romantic feature generally. We can see the part in here. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Therefore, your soft pipes play on, not the sensual ear, but more undeared. Pipe to the spirit deities of no tone. Another romantic feature that I found in this poem is the love of nature, or another saying, admiring for the nature. We can see this in the third stanza. Now the speaker talks about the trees and its leaves on the urn. The speaker says he's happy about the tree and the leaves because they will never say goodbye to the spring and the leaves on the trees will never fall down. Also, the speaker mentions the piper again in here. The speaker says that the piper will always be playing new musics, and these images on the urn always have happiness to see and always be young. And these images makes the speaker filled with happiness. So we can say that there is a love of nature or admiring for the nature. We can see the stanza in here. So let's talk about the negative capabilities. First is the constant effort to reach answers. We can see this in the first stanza. The speaker is constantly wondering about the urn, such as the images on it or the features or what they are actually showing. The speaker is trying to find the answers by looking at the urn or the pictures and asking questions all the time, like what do images are actually show, what do images are actually tell, what the images are the images describe the gods or human beings, and do the images show a chasing or an escaping. So there is a constant effort to reach answers. We can see the final part in the here. This is the stanza. When we look at the final parts, we can see the questions that the speaker asks. Another negative capability that I found in this poem is a misleading, actually. In the second stanza, we can see it. There's a misleading. Because the speaker mentions a couple on the urn, and there is a scene that they are nearly kissing, but their lips will never meet. So, speaker tells the man not to be sad. Although their lips will never meet, they will always love each other, and the woman will always be beautiful. He says like this, but I actually think that love does not last forever because the endless relationship depicted on the urn is misleading. Because in reality, people do not feel the same forever, and emotions and beauty are temporary things. They do not last forever. Like, you cannot be beautiful or young forever. You cannot love the same person forever. You cannot show the same emotions for the people you love, for the people around you forever. It's not. It's a misleading, actually. We can see the part in the stanza like in here. Both lover, never, never can't you kiss. Though winning near the goal yet, do not grieve. She cannot fade, though you ask not the bliss. Whoever will you love, and she be fair. So you can see my resources in here that I gathered information from my presentation. You can look at these links. And I want to say thank you for your attention.